let's see, yeah, I have enough time. I'm going to segue into fiction before the break here, but I need to get some water. Okay, this is short fiction called Boys in the Back. It is a Friday night, growing late. Outside, winter is pummeling fall into submission. The boys are in the back at the pool tables wearing black leather jackets with plain t-shirts underneath. Someone has put Stepping Stone on the jukebox. The old songs do not bother anyone because nothing has changed where they live, and the boys bob their heads, not so much dancing as agreeing. They are no one's stepping stone. Their looks, some would say, are striking. Maybe not striking in a handsome way, although a couple of them could be called that, but in more of a way that keeps strangers walking without stopping for small talk, a way that makes eyes meet the floor instead of the boys' gaze. Their eyebrows sit low on their foreheads. Their eyes are unapologetically dark, appearing black from across the room. The boys' hair looks as though it has been cut short at an angry mother's insistence, although most of the boys would admit their mothers have been unable to care for a long time. Their alabaster ears with pink tips seem accidentally exposed. The boys all have very dark hair. Their square shoulders sit firm against the night. They move like tigers, no stride a mistake. Heavy chains sway from the belts of two of the boys. All of them walk with an understated swagger, their confidence hard-won on blood-rich streets. It is crowded in the after-hours hangout. There is a bar, a grill, a pool set up, some tables and chairs crowded together, a jukebox and a dance floor made of parquet tiles. It is the kind of working-class place that is replicated all over the Rust Belt. Young men without futures or fathers they can name stroll the streets looking for a reason to show someone how unhappy they are, except they call it something else, anything else. The boys hang out at the windows. One of them moves the beige blinds back with a pool cue. There are 5 boys. Their eyes are chancy like dice spots, set hard after a roll. They have the eyes of those who have seen too much too soon. The sight of back alley deals, heroin nods, beatings, and murders tend to take the light from young men's eyes. They take turns at pool. They take turns drinking beer from a pitcher. They have taken turns with girls, but not that night. They have taken car batteries. They have taken bread, T-bone steaks, quarts of milk. Anything they have wanted, they have taken. They take turns at the window. They whisper to each other, and everyone wants to know what was said, but no one dares ask. When 3 of the boys turn their backs, onlookers can see their jackets are emblazoned with a single ace of spades. When Foreigner comes on, a few of the boys raise their pool-cued fists at the chorus of Jukebox Hero. Some girls who work at the bank as tellers stumble onto the dance floor. They bump into each other and whisper into one another's ears while keeping a hopeful eye on the boys. The boys see them. Maybe one is kind of interested, but there is one thing the boys know. It was easy women, and they don't want to be bothered. The girls shake their flat bottoms and tight skirts. They teeter on high-heeled sandals. Their toes turn red from being splayed for so long and for having gotten cold on the way inside and the pressure of all the dancing. The boys look out the window. One of them orders a pitcher of beer. 2 of them drink. The boys whisper to each other. Their mouths move, but no one knows what they are saying. They are not looking at the silly girls on the dance floor. One of the girls walks over to the pool table. She is drawn to the boys, their get-back stares, their straight, shiny hair, and their clear skin. "You want to dance?" the girl asks the entire group. The boys look at each other. The names they will call this girl fly through their brains like butterflies through the spring. "No, sweetheart, we're kind of busy," one of the boys says. "All right," the girl says. She sways her hips exaggeratedly as she walks away. The boys laugh. "Stupid slut," one of them says. The other boys laugh. Then they all begin to watch the window. These sons of sluts do not wish to be tied to one. Deep in their hearts they want a good girl, but mostly they don't want a distraction. Just before midnight, the boys move to the grill counter and order hamburgers and fries and soft drinks. They eat like wolves, the waitress and cook notice. They don't talk. They shove the meat, the bread, the potato into their mouths and wash it down in swallows of carbonation. They look at each other and bob their heads again to agree. Bruce Springsteen was singing about proving it all night. When it is midnight and the older ladies and their old men take the dance floor, two of the boys rush out after having looked out the window again. Across the way is the bowling alley, parked with lanes. It is marked from the street by a 25-foot-tall bowling pin in neon pink. Apparently, someone who had bothered the boys, or one of them, is in a league. The boys want to take care of him in the parking lot. The other three boys follow. A soft rain begins to fall. In the slim light offered by street lights, the beating of the bowling league man seems to take place in slow motion. Few words are spoken. Those watching from the bar and grill can hear one of the boys yell, "My sister is only 15 years old, man. You want to tell me you didn't know?" That same boy commits to kick the man in the stomach. The man's friends want to help. Two of the boys hold him back with swinging chains. After taking a few blows, the men surrender. The boys know they have a limited amount of time before the cops show up. The boy who kicked the bowler has the man on the ground and punches him several times before getting up and running away. They run back into the bar and grill and head for the bathroom. Everyone knows they are in there, but they don't want to tell. Time of the season is on for the second time that night, but nobody wants to love. Most of the patrons in the bar and grill have heard of the boy's sister. She is the target for many a grown man who does not know the boundaries of municipal laws. The girl has had 3 miscarriages in 2 years, all babies from older men. She has made the news. She is as pretty as her brother is handsome. She is 2 grades behind in school. Anyone watching the local news has seen the brother protecting his sister as they depart the courthouse. Their mother is somewhere in the background. The brother's jaw is set square and flex in and out in a hollow halfway his cheek. He routinely pushes reporters and photographers away, shouting, "Come on, man, she's just a kid." The police come and no one in the bar and grill knows anything. They have not seen 5 young men between the ages of 20 and 25, approximately 6 feet tall, dark-haired and thin. The owner bartender wipes out a glass and stares into the officer's eyes. "I don't know nothing about that," he says. He is a sturdy man in his mid-50s with well-cared-for gray and white hair, because his old lady does hair. The officers look around and everyone dances, eats, and drinks like there is nothing wrong. When the officers leave, the owner bartender lets the boys out of a utility closet and tells them to wait a half hour and go home. When they do head over to the ugly side of downtown in the big rumbling car driven by one of the chain-wielding boys, they are not excited. It has only been another night in their lives. They are hungry again when they lay down to sleep.